Well, James, the plan didn't come off this week, but talk us through what the plan was and what you were trying to achieve.
The plan was to try and get as many points as we can. Ultimately, we really had to win this game to give ourselves an opportunity of trying to challenge for Division 1 going into this last round. And I guess our batting in the first innings is probably what let us down. We had a mad middle session on day 3, or what was day 2 of this game, that the young lad Everson from Nottingham, in about an hour of bowling, sort of ran through our middle order, and that sort of curtailed any opportunity of us to pick up batting points, which we also needed, and also get closer to Nottingham's first innings to really sort of apply some pressure and also ultimately try to move on and win the game. So even if we'd managed to have a good crack at the 4th innings total that got put in front of us today, we probably still would have been short in terms of getting promoted for Division 1 with the amount of points that we needed.
Looking at where the tables are, I think you've got Northants, Surrey, possibly Gloucestershire, so wherever you're going to be, there's some journeys involved. But I think a lot of people had Durham written off as 3rd division material at the beginning of the season. You've certainly proved those doubters wrong. I mean, you've only lost 2 matches against Essex, haven't you? And generally you've been in most of the others, or dominated quite a few of them. Yeah,
we've played some really good cricket so far in the Championship, Marty, and that's something we can be proud of, and by no means is this obviously the end of our Championship season. We've still got 4 huge games in September, which we're all looking forward to. Our form's been excellent right the way through, albeit a couple of bad days really, but on the majority we've played some really good cricket. Our performances have been there. We've had a number of hundreds, we've had a number of fifers, so we've had individuals stand up. It's been a real team effort. So we've got a bit of a break now, which is nice. We've got the RL 50s, some guys are going into the 100 ball comp. We've still got 2 huge games of T20 coming up this weekend that if we win both of those, we stand a good chance of qualifying. So there's still a huge amount to play for, and we're excited with what lies ahead over the next couple of months.
Must-win game against Lancashire on Friday night at Old Trafford in the T20. Who will you have back, who you haven't had, who's been on England duty? Yeah, look, we've got Bryden Cass coming back. It's been fantastic watching him take his opportunity with the England team. Made him 5 for yesterday at Edgbaston, which was great for him. And I know all the players, administrators, coaches, support staff here are just so chuffed for him to go in and make an instant impact. In pretty much every game that he's played over the 3 games, he's had some sort of impact. So it's a nice taster for him. I don't think it's going to be the end for Bryden Cass with an England shirt on his back. I think this is just the beginning for him. It's hugely exciting. So we get him back in. We've got Liam Travascus, who came out of COVID isolation today, so he was back on the training ground today. And yeah, we've got a couple of other decisions to make. So a little bit different, but again, it is what it is. We've had injuries, we've had COVID, and that's where you rely on the depth of your squad, and it's provided some opportunities for some young guys who may or may not have thought they'd ever get an opportunity this summer to come and play some first team cricket, so that's been exciting as well. Talking of COVID, Derbyshire have had to cancel their final 2 games in the T20. We've seen an England emergency one-day team put together. Kent have fielded a second side this week. The one-day cup starts next week. I know you're going to be away coaching in the 100, but there are worries among some people that competition might not get going. I gather there's a meeting tomorrow, but that's just to make sure that things are in place so that it can take place. Yeah,
look, I'm not aware of any meeting that's going to be happening around that. As far as we're concerned, the summer's rolling on with cricket, and until we get told otherwise, that's how we plan, and that's how we move forward. So what is it? It's Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening now. We've got a game Friday, and we continue to work towards that, and then we move into next week. So let's hope that we can continue to play cricket. We've played obviously a huge amount this year compared to last year, and it's obviously not great what is happening around the country with this Delta variant, but it is what it is, and I think at the moment society is continuing to find a way to function, and hopefully cricket can too.
Just a quick couple from me, just talk about Matty Potts mentioned. Bryden there taking a chance. Matty's come into the team, the Championship team, the second half of the season really.
Yep.
He's bowled extremely well. I think he bowled in the first innings without much luck, and the second innings got 3 wickets, and now he's going off the 100. There's a huge opportunity ahead for him.
Massive. He, Matt was frustrated in the first part of the season not getting, I guess, an opportunity in the Championship team, but he knew that he had to go into the second team Championship area and put some performances on the board and get some wickets, get bundles of wickets, and he did it. And he got his opportunity eventually, and now he is, you know, he's in place with the shirt on his back. So it's up to someone else to try and take that off him. And we're seeing a young guy who's improving year on year. He's made impacts in white ball cricket. Now he's starting to add in the red ball cricket side of it, and it just bodes well for him and for, you know, Durham moving forward with years to come, that we've got a really good quality bowler cricketer, potentially all-rounder on our hands.